Hi there! So today's video is part 2 of a 4-part series on how to make hair for your dolls. So today is part 2, like I said, there's 4 parts and each one is a different technique on how to add hair for your dolls. And with those 4 techniques, you could make any hairstyle imaginable. So the first one, if you haven't seen it, you can check that out. It was what I call the hat hair method, and that is adding hair to a hat. It's a super quick and easy way, and you could do all kinds of things with that. So that's what the first one was. Today we are going to talk about the solid hair method, and that is where we literally knit our solid hair in one piece. And not only is this super quick and easy and cute, but this hair never gets messed up, never gets all yucky, and messed up. It just always looks good. So, and you can make ponytails and all kinds of things. So here we go. This is number 2. And after this video, definitely check out number 3 and number 4 because there's some great 2 other methods that you're definitely going to want to see. Okay, let's do it. Second type is solid hair. So these are just solid tubes that are made, and they are super quick, super quick. This one is adorable. I love this ponytail. And you could make it round if you wanted to just close the end our normal way, but I think it looks really cute like that. And then I just crocheted some curls around it. And then here's another version of the solid hair. It's just, you could do it short for a bob, or you could make it long for just long hair. I could see this with a cute headband or some flowers in her hair or a little hat. And you can make it as long as you want. So first I'm going to show you this one, and then I'll show you this one. Okay, I lied. Before I show you how to do the ponytail and the solid with bangs, I'm going to show you this super duper easy peasy quickest way to make a wig for your doll. And the great thing about this is it never gets messed up, washes great. So I'm going to show you how to do that. All right, this is the super duper easiest peasiest way to make a wig for your doll. You're just going to do a simple cast on. And if you need more detailed instructions on how to do cast on, cast offs, I have a link in the description of some short videos I have on the basics, just so I can make this a little bit quicker. I'm going to do a simple cast on. And I'm going to do as many rows as I want the doll length to be. So just however long you want it to be, that's how many rows you want to make. So you did simple cast on, but you're going to do a waste yarn cast off. That's important because the simple cast on is for this side and the waste yarn cast off is for this nice flat side. So now I'm going to do a waste yarn cast off. Again, if you don't know how to do that, I have a link in the description for a quick, simple little video that shows you the details on how to do that. So now I'm going to do a waste yarn cast off. Now you're going to make 2 of those. Now you're going to close the top with a round closing. And if you don't know the details on that, you can check out my video link in the description. It has a short video that shows you how to close tubes both round and flat, which is what you're going to want to do on this side. So close both sides and I'll meet you back. And actually this is going to be slightly different than when we normally just close a round one, because we are pulling it in, but then we're going to sew it where it's flat. So after you pull this together, instead of sewing it like this, you're just going to sew it flat and tie it off inside. All right, the next thing is just to mattress stitch this, and then I'll show you what to do on this part. Again, link in the description for my short video that shows you how to do mattress stitch. Okay, so I did my invisible mattress stitch down here, which is wonderful for a good invisible curtain of hair. And now that we're to the top here, all we're gonna do is just whip stitch this together to make the little center part. So that's all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna match these up. And I'm just going to finish my mattress stitch here at the end. I have a couple more mattress stitch to go. There we go. And then I'm just gonna whip stitch these together. Maybe not whip stitch. I guess it's not truly a whip stitch, or I'd be going all the way around. Kind of go in a figure 8. Figure 8. I'm going under that side and then under this side, like that. Let's see if that's good. I think that's good. Then once you get it on the doll's head, you may want to adjust it and do it together a little bit more, a little bit less. But that is it. That is a super easy peasy way to make a wig. It's machine washable, it's super fast, and it looks really cute, as you can see. Especially if you add a little hat or a little something like that going on. That's it. Okay, here's something you can do that will make wig caps sit on a little bit nicer. You don't have to do it, but it can help a little bit. We're just gonna make the head, this is the head, we're gonna make the head just a little bit smaller so that it's a little bit smaller than the wig cap, which will help it to fit a little bit better. So like I said, you don't have to do it, but I think it will make some of them not stretch out so much and look stretched out. So I've just knit this one, finished this side. Now before I pull this end together, I'm going to just do a simple mattress stitch down, and that's just going to pull it together a little bit and make it just a little bit smaller than the wig cap, because obviously we can't knit a smaller width because there's 22 needles. So we're just going to make the head a teeny bit narrower so that the wig cap won't have to be so stretched on it. So all I'm going to do is our normal mattress stitch. Right, so we're just going to go, this is the last one that I'm through, so I think I'll skip that one. Just 2 bars, and we're going to skip this stitch and go into the next one, so under these 2 bars, and we're just going to stay in this line, in the same line, just like we always do for our mattress stitch, going under 2 bars, going down where you came out last, going under 2 bars, and you're going to go all the way to the other side that way. Staying on the same row. Be sure you don't go through this side, just one side. I actually should have finished this edge because then I could have put my hand in this edge, so I don't think I can do it backwards very well, but I could do it this way. So don't make my mistake. Finish off the other side. Because it helps to get your hand in there. Make sure you're not going through to the other side. Whoop. So that's how you do it, and you'll pull it like we always do for mattress stitch. And that is going to just pull those two together. And you see that's just taking up a little room and going to make the head just a little bit smaller so that the hat and the wig cap will be just a little bit bigger, and it can help to not have the wig cap stretched out so much. By the way, you can also do this at pretty much any stage. Like if you already have your head even stuffed, you can go back and do this and make it a little bit smaller. It's an easy way to adjust the size of the head to make, you know, in case the wig or the solid hair is looking too stretched. So here's how that can help. Here's the size. It's normal on, especially on the solid hair. Actually, the mermaid I didn't do anything, but on this one, see it's fine, but it's kind of pulling back a little bit. And so with this one, I actually took out 6 stitches. I actually sewed together 6 stitches. It just looks a lot better. These will hang down more straight, and it looks like it fits a little bit better. So if you're going to do these solid hair, probably take in 6 stitches at the back. But like I said, I didn't do that with the mermaid, but you could, because the mermaid's hair was a little bit stretched at the top. So you totally could, and it will still look cute on the body because the heads were actually a little bit oversized for the bodies anyway. To make the ponytail, we are going to do a little nice bright yellow for my granddaughter because she likes yellow mermaids. So I'm going to make her a yellow mermaid. So we're going to do a simple cast on. Anytime I can make something with a tube, you know, and a simple cast on and off, that's what I like to do because that just saves so much time. Okay, I'm going to reset my counter, and this is one of the best things about the ADDI 22 is this counter. It is, I just cannot do without the counter. Okay, here we go. We're going to do 35 rows. If you don't have one of these adapters for your hand drill, oh my gosh, so worth it. Okay. Got 35 rows, and now I'm going to do a waist yarn cast off, and you will see why. So I'm going to get a contrasting color yarn. So now I'm just going to do 5 or 6 rows. Make sure that pulled in, make sure that pulled in. Yes, okay. 5 or 6 rows of waist yarn. Doesn't even have to be exact, no big deal. And you just cut it and keep going until it drops off. Occasionally those last few stitches get stuck. There we go. Now we have the tube. All right, now to finish our cute little ponytail hairstyle, we are going to just tighten this up a little bit. Okay. This side is going to be the part that goes around the face and gets crocheted, and this part's going to be the part that's the pigtail ponytail. Okay, there's our cute little end of the ponytail, like that. We're just going to get my needle and hide the end in there. What is the deal with needles? Is it the same with you?
I lose so many needles. It's like, it's kind of like the socks in the laundry, you know. I think there's a needle gremlin in my sewing room. Gotta get another one. All right, found a needle. Okay. Just going to put it down through here and kind of make that corner nice. And then, just like I always do, I go back a stitch and kind of do a little bit of a running stitch to, quote, tie it off. All right, now for the face part, we're gonna put it on her face. Make sure it's like this, right, so that it'll be like this when you're done. I think it looks cuter that way, so make sure it's on straight. And I like to crochet it on the head because I don't want to stretch it, make it too tight. I don't want it to be too loose. I want it to be just right. So I put it on the head, make sure it's straight, and I will just pin it a little bit, and then I can go around with the crochet and know that it's not neither too tight nor too loose. You see, I just put it down like about where I want it to be. And remember, you need some room for the curls. Curls are going to hang down here, so you need a little room for that. Looks pretty good, so I'm going to pin it in a couple places. All right, safety pins would be even better because I'm probably going to stick myself with that, but that's okay. Now we're going to take some yellow yarn, and I'm going to use a G hook. This one I think is a little bit too small for this. For curls like these, this is 3 chains with 3 single crochets in each chain, and you can see about it's every other stitch is where there's a curl. And in between I did 2 single crochets, looks like. So that's a great thing about these techniques. You can use them to do so many different things. You could do long tendrils, you could do, you could do a lot of different things. So, but I'll show you how to do these curls. You might need to pull your thing a little bit to tighten it down. Actually, once I did that, I realized that it's probably a little bit too low still, and I need to move it back a bit. Okay, the first thing you're going to do is go all the way around with single crochet, and don't do it on this way, do it this way, because that will make the right side be on the right side of the cap. So, just pull that so that it's not tight, but it's the right size. And then we're going to go right into the stitches. See, here's that last stitch. And I'm going to go ahead and pick up those as well. I forget what you call it. The cast on or cast off, whatever it was. Cast on, I think. And I'm just going to single crochet all the way around. I'll take this tail and just tuck it up inside. Now notice I'm not crocheting into the head. The only reason why I'm keeping it on the head is to get it the right tension, so I'm not getting it too tight or too loose. Okay, now here's your next stitch. See it? You can always see it because it's on this string, right? That's where the next stitch always is. So get that and get the yarn itself, the through yarn, cast on yarn, and single crochet. And you're going to go all the way around doing that, going into the stitches. See, there it is, and using over the cast on yarn, single crochet. And you're just going to go all the way around, and you want it just the same size. You don't want it pulling tight or being loose, but you're going to go all the way around and see how that makes the right side when you do it upside down. So that looks nice that way. So I'll meet you when I get back to the beginning. So if you get to a part where it's pulling too tight, you just need to pull up your loops more, like right here. Here's the thing, and those are pretty far apart. So I'm going to pull up my loop a little bit so that it's not pulling these more too tightly together. And just keep checking every once in a while, make sure it's sitting nicely and not pulling too tight or buckling. Now that I've gone all the way around, here's my first single crochet. I can slip stitch to join. And we'll tie that off. And all these ends can just go in there later. But here is basic cap, and we know it's just the right size because we did it on the head. So now we're going to do the curls. All right, next part is the curls, and we're just going to attach. I'm going to attach next to my knot there, and we're going to go curl, single, single, curl, single, single. So first of all, I'm just going to attach it with a slip stitch. So I'm going to chain 4. You can again make these as long or short as you want. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to just go in the second chain from the hook, and I'm going to put 3 single crochet in there. Next one, next hook, I'm going to put 3 single crochet in that same chain. 1, same chain, 2, same chain, 3. Next chain, first chain I did, 1, 2, 3, and that makes us our little curl. So cute. Okay, so after you did 3 singles in each of the 3 chains, because you change 4 but you don't go into the first chain, right? Now you're going to go 1, 2 single crochets. Oh, here's where I tied on. I'm just going to catch my end in it to tie it off a little bit. 1 single crochet and light. Oh yeah, my light should be over here. No wonder I can't see what I'm doing. 2. Okay, now we're gonna go slip stitch in the next one. That's where our curl is gonna be, and we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4. Not going in the first one because that's what we're in. Going in the second one, and we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Then in the next one we go single crochet, and in the next one we do single crochet, go curl, then 2 singles, curl and 2 singles. And here's another. See how we got the curls going? So again, curl, single, single, curl, single, single. See when I've gone around. Gone all the way around with my curls, and I'm just gonna join it where I began. Actually, that was my second one. Sorry, now I'm gonna join it. Tie that off. And then put it on her. Again, making sure that we have it on straight, right where we want it. Now you could just take your needle with some of the yellow and just go stitch this down all the way around so she has that stitched on, and then you just tie this with any kind of cute ribbon or bow or whatever you want, and that is your ponytail. Looks so cute. And you can do it a little bit lower, but you really couldn't do a super low ponytail without doing a little modifications, because if you move it down too much, you might have to like crochet on some bangs or something. If you want to do a low ponytail, that would be cute though. You could do that, and so that you could get the low ponytail, or but I think this is just perfect right here. It looks so cute right there. It's like a cute little girl ponytail height. So you can see how you can do a lot of variations with this, right? And I'm going to show you how to do the cap actually next. But you know, you could do a lot of variations with this. And when we do the cap, you could put the curls on it. You could put all kinds of different things on that cap. So that is the ponytail. Okay, so now I'm gonna knit our little head here, and it's just like my bunny slippers pattern actually. So here's how you do it. How I figured this out, I was trying different ways to make these easier for you guys, and it wasn't working, and then it was late and I was tired, so I went to bed, and then of course as soon as I lay my head on the pillow I was like, oh, I get how to do the bob now. It's just like my slippers. So I had to get up and write that down real quick last night, but yay, it worked. Simple cast on. Now we are going to do 13 rows, which will be this part, and then we're going to do 40 rows, which will be this, and then the 13 for the inside. 13, 40, 13. Here we go. Now we're going to skip the 3 black ones. And how we're going to do that is we're going to cast them off and then just keep going flat panel around that way. So how do we cast them off? We take this one off of here, put it on my hook. I'm going to take this out of here, and I'm going to pull this through, slip stitch. Okay, that one's off. And we're going to move this over for a second. I'm going to go to the next one. I'm going to pull this one off. Now I'm going to put it on my hook. Now I'm going to pretend I'm just doing a single crochet. When you go into the fabric right, you pull up a loop and then yarn over and pull through both. That one's done. Now I want to put this back in the yarn guide because I want this one to start knitting again. So I'm going to go to this next one. I'm going to pull up the loop. Keep trying to do it with my left hand. Nope, not working. Okay, put it on my hook. Yarn over, pull up a loop. Yarn over, pull through both loops. And cut the loop, I can feel it. This, I should have used an F hook. I grabbed this one, it was really a little bit too small. And now I'm going to put this on this one. So I have to stretch it a little bit, just pull it over. get it on there. Make sure it gets up under the hook down here, like that. Okay. And now we're going to just go around 40 times. We did 13 tube. We're going to do 40 flat, and then we're going to go back to doing tubes again. So my counter's not going to work anyway on flat panel. So when you get to the other side, on both sides of the hole we made here, you want to make sure that the stitches are down on the teeth. Then just go past the finger, boop, and come back. And again, make sure this is down. And go on to the other side. Okay, can you see that? That's what we're looking for. This to be down on the teeth. Okay, so you might have to just get your finger, push it down. Sometimes even the second one, but usually the first one, at least for the first little bit, is going to need a little bit of help to set down in. Go a little bit past, boop, now back. And again, make sure it's down. I think this is 4. Let's see, we went 1, 2, 3. 3. Right? 1, 2, 3. It's not 5. Gotta be 3. Okay. See how it gets stuck up? Okay, I'll meet you at the end of 40 rows. Another tip, because this is something I was learning when I first did this. When you go around to here, you're going to notice, watch this one. Watch this one on the other side of the hole kind of thing. Boop. Did you see that? It popped it off over, and I used to think that was a problem. It's not. Just don't worry about it. When you come back around, it's fine. Push it down, it's fine. Okay, I decided to do this one a little bit shorter, like a bob. So I only did 31. And also, it always has to end on an odd number, so when I said 40 rows, I meant 41. Okay, so here we are at the end. If you did 40 for the longer hair, I did it a little bit shorter to make a bob. And now what you're gonna do next is we're just gonna pretend like we are casting on here, right? So we're gonna go under, over, and in the yard side, and make sure those stay down. Okay, now we're going to do our 13 again for the other side of the head. Now we are going to cast off with a simple cast off. So we'll take it out of the yarn guide, thread my needle. I need to make it go around once to release the stitches. But not too close to here, or it'll start pushing them off before you have a chance to grab them. And now I'm just going to pull off these stitches. And I like to do this because I just always seem to pull them off otherwise, and it's frustrating. So I like to do it that way. Make sure you're going all the way up underneath it, otherwise it makes it difficult, if not impossible, to pull up the end like this. And that, now we have our thing. It's going to look like a tube with a big hole in the middle. And I'll show you what to do next. Okay, so we're at this point. Now we're just going to tie off the ends like usual. And I have a link in the description for how to close tubes if you don't know how to do that. So I'll meet you when I have that done. Okay, now we're just gonna put this side inside out, put it inside. Actually, I'm gonna do this one. Doesn't matter really, but that one just looked a little bit better. That one inside that one. And we're just going to mattress stitch and sew around the top. I'm also going to take this and just sew through this a couple of times to keep these together right there. Okay, so first I'm just going to mattress stitch up the side here, just all the way up to right here. Okay, when you get across here, there's going to probably be a little loose from the cast on. I just pulled that up and stick it inside. And then it's kind of like you're still doing mattress stitch, but instead of going through bars, you're going to turn under this loose stuff. I'm just going to turn it under, and I'm just going to grab the stitch 2 bars like that under, and then 2 bars on top, just kind of turning in the 2 bars under here. It's not really bars, it's really that stitch now because we're going across, but it still works. And this one, and then do that to close up this part that was a little big. And you pull that, and that just closes it up. Make sure that that wasn't stretched out, and closes that up. And now we just continue with mattress stitch down to the end. Again, if you don't know how to do mattress stitch, click on the link in the description, and there's a short video on how to do mattress stitch, but I had to cut the detailed basics out because this video was just way too long. Okay, there we go. Now that's how we got our little wig done for our bob. Just get that on straight, and that is so cute. Bob. Finish the bob. We're just gonna sew it down around here, and so it doesn't show, try to get only the inside layer, not the outside layer, so you don't see that it's sewn down. And just around here, and then I would put some flowers or something cute up there. But this is, you get to use your own creativity to make these how you want, but these are the basics. You can make so many different cute styles with these basic ways of doing it.
Okay, so that is our solid hair technique. You can do the super simple knit 2 tubes and sew them together technique like that. You can do the one that has the bangs. Looks super cute on. And here's one, the same thing, the bangs just shorter to make a more of a bob. And then there's also the solid hair ponytail, which I'll show a picture here. So those are such a simple, quick way. And the great thing about these two is that they don't get all yucky. You know, the hair doesn't get all tangled and matted. It always is gonna look great. So that's another fun. I just had another idea too. Wouldn't it be fun to make a few of these so that the child can switch hairstyles if they want to, because that's what you can do with this one, you know? You just have to make sure you don't show any of this stuff at the back, but that's kind of a fun idea. Hairstyle doll. Anyway, so I hope you liked this video. This was number 2 in a 4-part series. So in the next video, I'm going to show you how to make a simple knit wig cap with embellishments, which is another simple, quick way to make a really cute, all different kinds of really cute hairstyles. So make sure you like and subscribe if you like this kind of thing, and check out the next video, and we'll see you next time. Much love always.